This lets me use the distributive property to help us multiply polynomials. And polynomials are just terms that are linked together by addition and subtraction. And a term consists of a variable and a coefficient. So for example, the first set of parentheses has a quantity that is a polynomial. Each one has a plus or minus sign separating it. Now, there are two ways to multiply expressions together. And the way that I prefer, because I think it keeps things a little more organized, is the area model. So let's show you what that looks like. The premise of the area model is that we're taking the first polynomial, making it the length, and the second one and making it the width, and then finding the area of our figure. I know it doesn't make much sense to have -2 as a length, but it does work no matter what numbers you have in here. So then you find the area of each individual box. X times 3x squared is 3x cubed. X times x is x squared. X times -2 is -2x. And go on the bottom row, 4 times -2 is -8. 4 times x is 4x. And 4 times 3x squared is 12x squared. And we learned from quite a few examples in class that it does end up being pretty handy that the like terms are on the diagonal. So I have 3x squared, x squared, and 12x squared is 13x squared. And -2x and +4x give me, I'm adding this. This is supposed to be a plus sign, in case you didn't see it. Okay, and this will be +2x. And we can rewrite the answer as 3x cubed plus 13x squared plus 2x minus 8. And it ends up being pretty quick and easy to do that. And it does take up a little more space in your paper, but I think it's well worth it. Now let's look at how we would do it with the distributive property. The area model is using the distributive property. But maybe it's not so evident. So when we distribute, we have to distribute each term to every single other term. So it ends up getting a little confusing. So I'll use some different colors to maybe show you. So you have to distribute the x to each term. Let's do that first. So you get x times 3x squared is 3x cubed. X times x is x squared. And x times -2 is -2x. Then you do the same to the 4. 4 times -2 is -8. And notice what I'm doing, I'm lining up like terms. 4 times x is 4x and +4x. And 4 times 3x squared is 12x squared. So now I can go back to our other lesson on adding polynomials and add these all up. If you notice, I'll end up getting the same answer no matter which way I do it. It just becomes pretty confusing. Now, similarly to when you have 3 polynomials being multiplied together, with the area model, you'll just have to do 2 area models. And with distributive property, you have to do 2 different distributive properties. It's up to you which way you like better and which way makes more sense to you. Both ways will yield the same result by pretty much the same method.